Let's talk about some motherfucking Mario. It's Mario 64, and it's a childhood banger of mine. Holy smokes. I love Super Mario 64, and I want to celebrate it today. I've been celebrating it recently. We'll get into that. We will also talk about what it was like growing up playing it on the N64 as much as I remember. So, enjoy the video. Subscribe and let's have some fun. We put on some Mario 64 tunage first, some fitting music that's not Mario Galaxy, Twin B Galaxy. Although it's not a bad song, I do like it. Gotta love Mario's face music. Hell yeah. Ooh, nice pop. Nice pop. I'm just imagining the sounds of Mario's face boinging back as I release on the menu screen. Hey, cheers to the plumber. Woo! Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Happy weekend, everybody. Dude, Mario 64, what a goddamn classic. I don't even know where to start. Maybe I should boot the game up. What an epic Mario Bowser rivalry shot. A lot of people like to dunk on this collection, the Switch All-Stars, Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection, but you know, I got my use out of it. I feel like you can drag the nose further on the 64. There's a Mario Party game where you drag the face that is a little bit more intuitive than this, but I do appreciate this. For being so stupid, I used to just be on this menu screen dragging his face to the dumbest looking positions you could imagine. I think after a while the face starts to spin. Maybe I'm wrong. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But yeah, I could sit here all day and do this. Anyways, let's show you what my recent progress has been. 70-star run, that was the first time I ever played. 70-star run, that was a playthrough on stream, which is archived on this channel. 70-star run, I just did it casually after the fact in order to actually go ahead and get footage for the gaming commentary that I did with Games with T. And 69-star run. No, I'm joking. It's 1 star away from completion. And yeah, no, I love it. Love it, love it. So I think I'd be happy to just kind of erase a file right here. Maybe the first one. Mario sound effects are still iconic. We can go ahead and check the score. Oh, wow. Never thought to do that. It probably just shows you through each course, which is useful. And it tells you about the coin stars as well. I have completed this game before, and I have played it on Super Mario 64 DS as well. That is the way that I have enjoyed the game. I did grow up alongside it with N64 releases. I got the N64 in, I want to say, 98 with Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Pokemon Snap. I feel like Mario 64 came later, but I still like think back on it. It's weird because I'm more of a Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie kind of guy, and those games stand out to me more vividly as platformers with a bit more time sunk and memories. But it's not to say I didn't play Mario 64. I played a ton of Mario 64. I was cruising around these worlds. I have so many memories of each star, where to go for some of them, just struggling with some of them, and they kind of hold firm in my mind even to this day. Lately, I do still kind of prefer... Oh, what's up with the Mario rankings? That's interesting. I do still kind of prefer doing 70-star runs. Just because it's quick and fun, and you can clear the game a couple hours, even without backwards long jumps, which are not on these versions. But... it's a really fulfilling experience to go through these 15 worlds, be able to just kind of cycle through the ones you want and enjoy them in that respect. So let's go ahead and start this file. Just watch the opening cutscene, enjoy it a bit. Ciao. Respecting the Italians, I love it. So much great movement in these games. Holy smokes, man. Between just long jumps, triple jumps, even the swimming isn't bad. I don't hate swimming in Mario 64. Doing a sideways, like... a sideways back jump, that's fun too. You can stop and do a backflip. It's not bad. Jumping off trees. This jumps you forward a little too far, but it's still cool. Appreciated. I used to always kind of go by the cannon here and just wonder if I could just ground pound this thing into the ground and go into the cannon. I know it takes the 120 stars or whatever, but still a lot of fun. I think back to like this area too in 64 DS, and like a couple of the rabbits being here for, like, I think it's Yoshi. He stars Yoshi, which is interesting. I love the polygon look of everything. Just such a calming experience. Like, it's so weird that you can play a game and there be no music and it just be so endearing, so atmospheric. I really want to avoid Lakitu, but I've never done it. Nope. Didn't happen. You really got to clip like the side here to skip Lakitu. So one day. Not a big deal. You end up like taking a second for it anyway. The paintings on the walls, like the actual, and I don't even mean the painting portraits to enter walls, but even just like when you're in the castle and like there's like hand painted like clouds in a kid's room. Like, this is maybe baby's first game. Like, I think this is incredible. Maybe not baby, but like little kids. So Bob on Battlefield, my God, where to begin? I don't have so many memories from like back in the day with this game, but I can definitely think back to being on Bob-omb's Big Bob-omb, King Bob-ombs, little hilltop there, and just throwing him off every time, and I'm not supposed to do it. You know, like you're supposed to like throw him in the lair. It made sense to me to like throw him over the balcony, but you couldn't do that because he would always just come back up. So I'm gonna do that right now to just kind of relive for old time's sakes. Look at that. There in like a second. Beautiful. So yeah, I would walk him over here, throw him over. Right? It looks right. You must fight with honor. Like, come on, that is honorable. It's against the royal rules to throw the king out of the ring. Restarts the fight, and then he throws you off. Oh, no, he just throws you here, and you might get thrown off. Brutal, Babam, brutal. Not like the most precise grabbing mechanics, but it's okay. Oh, shoot. Just because I'm looking at this, like, sideways. I almost... Dude, an epic mustache. Maybe top 5 mustaches in gaming bit is big King Babam. Dude, and stars are so epic. It's, you know, I've seen complaints before about like you need to jump out of the portrait and jump back into the portrait to get a star. But it's like, you know, you have so much choice in this game at any time. One star is all it takes, and I can go to any other level right now. Or I could just jump back in the painting, which I won't. But it's kind of like the ultimate experience in just freedom. It's really beautiful. I kind of love it. It's not like I can go anywhere right now, but I can go a lot of places. Like, I feel like I slept on this game and, like, just how awesome it was. And I wasn't into, like, speedrunning for most of my life. And I'm not, like, a huge speedrunner or anything, but it's like, you know, I think about, like, if I just, like, locked in on Mario 64, not to become, like, an ultimate speedrunner or something, but, like, I think about, I spent a lot of time playing Ocarina of Time, which I love, and Majora's Mask, which I love, and Banjo Tooie, which that's a different story, but... When it comes to this Mario 64 game, I feel like I've played it a couple times in my life. And 3 or 4 of them are on Switch now. But it's always such a fulfilling experience. Now, I don't like... The problem is, like, I think I associate more, like, impactful memories with... like your Zeldas or your narrative-driven games. But, like, as I'm getting older, I kind of just appreciate this. A skill-based 3D platformer that I'm making look pretty bad right now. There we go. Again, like, tilting my neck 90 degrees to play while recording and commentating is not exactly easy. But just so many awesome little tricks to do in this game. Also, I'm not very good at them, but I still like trying. Right? Like, just being able to get up to Thwomp in, like, a second. dropping through the face. Oh, that didn't work. Dude, straight for the boss battles. 3 stars, just like that. Live commentating about this game. So beautiful. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I had no idea you could just make this portrait mode. I just pressed L and R. That's insane. I'm actually just trying to get back to the title selection and just kind of be able to like commentate without playing. So, interesting. I've grown to appreciate Hazy Maze Cave lately as like, I don't know, kind of like a more mysterious kind of vibe. It's different and I like it. Thinking back on like other memories from this game, like standout ones are really just associated with individual stars and sometimes not even getting them at all. I can think of so many times where Snowman's head gave me like the hardest time. I just didn't understand that you're supposed to like be lined up with the snowball to make it collide with Snowman's body, but I figured it out recently. And then also the monkey taking your cap and then you having to take extra damage and then get back up to the top of that area in the tall mountain. Tall mountain? What is it called? I don't know. I think about Rainbow Cruise. That level is incredible. I know some people don't like it, but actually being able to finesse that world is super cool because you barely need the carpet for a lot of it even. TikTok Clock gives me a bit of a hard time, but I still appreciate TikTok Clock for just being kind of bizarre. There's a bizarre factor to it that I really like. The water level with the painting and then being able to jump in different layers of the painting. I didn't even know that the height at which you jump into the painting affects the water level. I thought it was random, but that's super cool. I think about that like polygon town at the end of the level. Like if you can get into the fencing area, you actually need it at max height, or there's some workarounds to get through it. What else? And I don't know. I remember kind of drowning there and just like it being kind of tricky, getting all of the red coins, spending a long time in that area. And then like Big Boo's Haunt, the creepy music, the Big Boos, the boo battles everywhere, all the boos in the courtyard. Like, I'm not to say it was scary, it definitely wasn't, but like I think the music actually kind of was. The merry-go-round's a little creepy. You know, it's weird. And I like it. It's as a kid, I don't know, I didn't register it as scary, but like going back, I'm like, this kind of eerie, eh? The Koopa battles are intense. The level and layouts to get to him is also really tricky, especially the second one. This Hazy Maze Cave, this is another one that's kind of like feels very treacherous. You got big boulders dropping down on you, Indiana Jones style, and being able to kind of work your way around that. I mean, I can kind of work through it a little faster nowadays, but man, back in the day, like Hazy Maze Cave was one I kind of avoided. Lethal Lava Land, I actually kind of enjoy. It's not the most tricky for me. I can kind of finesse my way around it, and I've recently discovered a hidden flying cap in that level where it's like you can warp there and then just be able to fly around the level, and then the Koopa Shell helps too. You can kind of get all stars in there pretty easily. The pyramid is a little tricky. I don't love that one. Just kind of moving around in that stage is difficult. But I kind of appreciate the vibe it's going for. And then Dire Docks music, and then as well as the other water level that is in that second Koopa area. I can't seem to remember the name, but I don't really even think of it as a world because it's like a submarine level that takes you to Bowser. that's just epic. I love the music. I love the vibe. I love everything about it. Man. There's some levels I don't love. I think like this Piranha Plant level, like where it's like small, big. Mario is not really my vibe. The Frosty area is like also kind of, they're hit and miss for me. I don't hate them. I don't love them. But I've still kind of grown to appreciate it. There's some moments kind of slow it down for me, like with the snowmans on the bridge. But you can also kind of work your way around it, which is what I appreciate. I just appreciate being able to kind of, like, it almost feels like I can kind of break each level. Whereas other 3D platformers tend to feel a bit more regimented and like, you must do this. Even with Mario Sunshine, you have to play the individual stars that they tell you to. I can see why people don't like Sunshine. I happen to love Sunshine, but Mario 64, even when you jump into each painting, you get that pick. You get to pick which star you'd like to go for at any given time, as long as you can access it. So I still, I think back on this game very fondly. It's one that, and especially with like no obligations to like play anything at any given time right now, I've just been binging it. I've just been playing so much Mario 64 that it's just been so fulfilling. And I'm gonna do some completions here, just get all the stars, at least one. I think it's worth doing. I haven't done it in a while, and that would be worth doing a video on as well. But Mario 64 reigns supreme, and I've grown to appreciate it much more in recent days, and it might be top 10 material. I have to consider my top 10, but lately it's there. So big heart, big affection. I'm gonna stop sleeping on Mario 64. I'm gonna play it more, and when the money comes in, I'll get myself an N64 cart that I can backwards long jump in, and that'll be fun. So anyways, here you go. Flying Cat Mario. Dude, maybe one of the best power-ups in a Mario game. It's gotta be. I mean, Metal Mario is cool, but the Flying Cat, what you can do with that, incredible. And how fitting the music comes on right now. I wish I had another one of these. I would cheers to Mario 64, but it was so good that I had to finish the bottle before the video ended. So, cheers, have a wonderful day, and go play some Mario 64, everybody.